Hello, my name is Jessica Schiffman, and this is a presentation on the social aspect of multimodal literacy. As I said, my name is Jessica Schiffman, and I am currently teaching second grade, and I'm in my 5th year of teaching. Before we begin, I want you to think about your current teaching context and ask yourself the following questions. What do you know about literacy? What is multimodal literacy? How does social interaction impact literacy learning? How can play affect learning literacy skills? And how can we support inclusion through multimodal literacy? You can hit pause as you think about these questions and how they relate to your context and your students, and please press play when you are ready to continue. Now that you've had some time to think about those questions, let's continue. What is literacy and multimodal literacy? To answer that question, I have a quote from Miller and McVie, 2013, that states, "The typical idea about literacy as reading and writing print text has expanded into multimodal literacy, which includes reading and writing multiple forms of non-print text, such as images, web pages, and movies. Through producing and interpreting print, non-print, and print mixed representations in the digital world, people have developed new social literacy practices. Daily life now includes use of internet web pages with images, voices, and music mixed with print. It is clear that in this 21st century social and cultural context, meanings are more and more represented multimodally, with images, sounds, and space and movement representing and communicating meaning." I thought that this quote really summed up literacy and multimodal literacy. To help define literacy and multimodal literacy, I included a graphic from Taylor and Lung 2019 and an image I drew myself that I thought really contributed to the definition of what multimodal literacy can include. Socialization and multimodal literacy. How does socialization, group work, play, communication, etc. contribute to literacy learning? Socialization and multimodal literacy. Socialization and multimodal literacy can include playful writing, which has 3 main characteristics of social function, multimodal, effective movement, and material possibilities. Social function is when children are participating in play worlds with collaborative play and using graphic marks such as using signs, symbols, letters, and numbers to engage with others. Multimodal effective movement is when the graphic marks are used, there are gestures, speech, and bodily movements as part of the collaborative play. And material possibilities are when children are seeking out different resources and different spaces. They are engaging in these resources that are available to them and demonstrating imaginative choices through play and social interaction. Excuse me. The students are then able to have an intensity and purpose to write. They're participating more frequently and engaging in conversation. An engaging and welcoming environment is necessary for all of this to occur in the classroom. Students need to feel that their socializing, play, and exploration is encouraged and supported by their teachers. This leads to so many opportunities through growth and learning in literacy development. Multimodal and social literacies in special education. In special education, it was shown that multimodal literacies in the classroom supported socialization, peer interaction, engagement among students, and participation. The students showed an increase in learning interest of their peers and expanding their own interests. These expanded interests created an increase in communication among students due to the students finding similar interests among each other. The use of multimodal literacies in special education classrooms also gives these students skills that will help them beyond the classroom. They are better prepared for their future and they are finding independence. Final thoughts. I described some benefits of socialization and multimodal literacies, but as I end this presentation, I want you to think about your own context and how multimodal literacies and socialization could benefit your classroom. You can pause here and think about the following questions. How can multimodal literacy benefit your teaching context? In your teaching setting, how can you improve socialization to increase your growth and literacy? How can play and social learning help improve your students' literacy learning? And how do you think your students can benefit from multimodal literacy and social play? Take a minute to think about those questions, maybe write down your answers, and you can reference them as you continue your teaching context. Thank you so much for listening and watching my presentation.